Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today is a day that I've been very excited about. Today, we go flying again. Well, like a lot of you guys probably, unfortunately I haven't done a whole lot of flying this year. So between ADS-B upgrades, Corona, and quite frankly just being on unemployment the last few months, not really great for flying. So today we're at Santa Monica Airport. I'm gonna jump in the plane with my CFI AJ, and we are going, I don't know, either Burbank or Van Nuys or something. We're gonna just work on some pattern work, brush off some of that rust, get back to basics, and just kind of build some confidence again. So taking the Super Deck out, come along with us. Alright, here's the plan we briefed. We're going to go from Santa Monica to Burbank, which is a Class Charlie airport just to the north. We'll do a right downwind departure out of Santa Monica, making sure to turn our crosswind over the shore to follow the noise abatement procedures. From there, we'll head to KBUR, which is a VFR marker. It's basically just an antenna on top of the hill that we use. We'll plan on right base leg entry for runway 8, but we'll see when we get there. Let's go.
Let's do this. I'm ready.
Santa Monica Tower, Decathlon 148 Alpha Charlie, holding short 21 at Bravo 5 for a right downwind to Burbank.
November 148 Alpha Charlie, Santa Monica Tower, runway 21, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 218 Alpha Charlie, thank you.
Alright. Doors all latched. Idle's clear, fuel's on, trim, alt air, prop and mixture.
Yes, sir.
Sweet. Go fly plane.
Do it.
Ready.
Heels on the floor.
Everything looks good. Easy.
Like flying a bike.
Yeah, exactly. 80.
A big part of shaking the rust off is getting your muscle memory back. One of my favorite ways to feel out an airplane is Dutch rolls. Gives you a really good sense of the relationship between the rudder and the ailerons, if you don't screw it up.
Whoa. Try again. Too much rudder.
Cherokee 169er, taxi via Bravo to Proteus, frequency.
Taxi via Bravo, just press the rudder. There you go. Way, way better. That feels great.
That feels way better.
Yeah. That's the same thing. I got the extra. I was like, oh my god, I can't do this because you're just like not used to, like, you don't remember what's the proper amount. That feels great.
And Burbank Tower, Decathlon 148 Alpha Charlie, about 2 miles south of KBUR, inbound for some pattern work.
Decathlon 148 Alpha Charlie, Burbank Tower, pick up number 2993, ident, say altitude and request.
2992 ident and currently 2,600.
Decathlon 8 Alpha Charlie, radar contact 7 miles southwest Burbank Airport, main at or below 2,500, say request.
At or below 2,500, requesting some pattern work on the intersecting runways, 8 Alpha Charlie.
Decathlon 8 Alpha Charlie, roger, enter right base, runway 8, advise your information India.
Doing a right base for runway 8, and we have India, 8 Alpha Charlie.
After being patient with my slow radio calls, the controller ended up giving us what we expected, which was a right base leg entry for runway 8. From there, time to review a couple things and brief the approach.
Alright, traffic patterns 1800. Yep. Or restricted at or below 2,500. So this first one, the wind, it's going to be a right kind of quartering tailwind almost, right?
Yeah, variable between 130 and 200, so it's fluctuating between a crosswind and a tailwind.
Alright, well, so we're going to do a wheel right off the bat?
Yeah, why not?
Alright, fuck it.
You can always go around, right?
For those of you that don't know, wheel landing is used on a tailwheel aircraft in stronger crosswinds. Basically, you land on the mains, you do a wheelie down the runway before letting the tail down. It gives you more lateral control as you're slowing down, but like most things tailwheel, it's hard and you bounce a lot.
So downwind check, obviously fuel, prop, mixture, fuel pump.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna try to keep that attitude coming straight down.
Yep. And again, you can go like 85, go a little bit faster. That way you have some more speed to bleed off as you find the wheels to the ground. Get those feet alive. Not alive.
California 8 Alpha Charlie, runway 8, clear touch and go, make left traffic, runway 15 on the go.
Clear touch and go, runway 8 on the go, left traffic 15, 8 Alpha Charlie. Yeah, remember, since it's a right crosswind, you might want to turn your base a little, or your base to final a little early.
It's going to kind of get
blown through final, yeah.
As I touch the wheels, gradual stick forward.
Yep. Not too early, not too much after. Just make sure you nice and smooth bring it up, because remember, I think last time you were having a couple of bouncy ones because you were almost a little too timid to bring the tail up.
South of the zoo, working around the Hollywood Hills and the Hollywood sign. We're at 1,500.
Police 11 Burbank Tower, bring up to 293, radar contact, squawk 02.
Ailerons to get us over to the right, left rudder to straighten it out.
0222 approved as requested, Air 11.
There you go, alive in the controls, don't touch, yeah.
Burbank Tower, Cherokee 82880.
Fly this high,
about 2 miles south of the
just that right wheel.
At 2,600, looking to transition north
raise the tail just a little bit. Right aileron into the wind.
880 Burbank Tower, bring up to 293, squawk 0206.
Power, just a little right aileron, we're going to come off that right wheel first.
0206 on the clock, 880.
Not bad at all, man. Woo! Just remember, aileron will get you over there. Now you're just going to crab to maintain center line. Remember, you want in a strong crosswind like that, you want that right wheel landing first and then touching the left one down. You don't want to touch them both at the same.
The right one start first right there, though, right?
Yeah.
I definitely got a little squirrely.
That's a little, not bad.
Definitely better than I expected for my first landing in like 3 months. Did a pattern on runway 15. This picks us back up though on runway 8 with that pesky 10 knot crosswind.
And just remember, you're going to have a slip on final anyway, so that'll create some drag. A little fast. As anticipated, left rudder with some right aileron. There you go. Over to the right. I want your landing a little bit on the right side of center line, but left rudder, keep it straight. There you go.
Added a little power.
Cool.
Ooh,
You're good, you're good. Fly, just a little more live on the rudders. I don't feel them moving that much. Yep, good.
Oh, yeah, so what happened on that one? I flared.
Yeah, and we were sinking towards the ground, and you didn't arrest it.
Eight Alpha Charlie, make early left crosswind, make left traffic from 15.
Early left crosswind, left traffic 15, 8 Alpha Charlie.
Airport 4, Burbank Tower, proceed
Yeah,
runway
it was starting to
15,
drop.
crosswind rate 8.
A couple things too, right? You could have veered it a little bit, or just maybe even added like a touch of power, but you just kind of like
Let it go.
I think you were like riding into the ground. We're like, maybe this one will be good.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
So I want to feel a little bit more like this kind of like, fine adjustments. I kind of feel like you're moving it nice and slow. Especially when it's gusty, you're gonna have to be alive, work for it a little more.
The tower only cleared us for a low approach on 15, so we're back at 8 working on that crosswind.
Find the crab and then straighten it out.
16 radar services terminated. South 44, off on 15.
Looking pretty
44,
fast.
roger, remain at frequency, proceed on taxiways Alpha and Delta, let us know when you're holding short of runway 26. Proceed on taxiway Alpha Delta, the frequency will let you know for holding short of
A little more right aileron. Get over on the right side of the runway if anything. And just finesse her down, get a little lower, but don't touch. Now just a little bit of forward pressure. There you go. Keep her straight with the rudders, no brakes. A little bit more forward pressure.
Burbank Tower, Skywest 3405.
Right aileron. Yeah, see how it's starting to blow runway 8.
Skywest 3405, runway 8, cleared land.
Runway 8, cleared land, Skywest 3405.
So it's right about here. I'm starting to think I'm getting the hang of it again, but in true tailwheel fashion, it'll keep you on your toes.
A little more alive that time?
Yeah, much better. Yeah, I want you to try to land a little bit on the right side. So notice how even as we're rolling out, we started to float over to the left. We came over to the left side of the runway. Just make sure you're giving it right aileron.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
You're pushing the right wheel down a little bit onto the ground.
And I was like in that little hop, I'm like nervous to stick forward.
Yeah, the runway 8 is a little wavy. So I think some of that came from just the fact that it's like an uneven runway.
Yeah, I like that better than my landing, so we'll blame that.
That's totally the runway.
Yeah, every time.
All right. There you go. Now don't round out early. Get it all the way down to the ground effect, and then just fly like a foot off the runway level. So not yet, not yet, not yet. Right about here. Got to slowly fly those wheels onto the runway. Whoa. Make up your mind. Hey, you can 3-point that. I want you to 3-point those rather than like.
Instead of going
that
around.
was easily recoverable, right?
Yeah, yeah.
We were like a foot or two. It wasn't like an astronomical bounce, but like those ones where they're going bouncy, 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 like multiple bounces in a row. Just 3-point it
and pull the stick back.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Just wait.
Yeah. Charlie runway 15, clear touch and go. Short approach is approved. You're inside of a Gulfstream on a 12-mile final for runway 8.
Yeah. Turn.
All right, we'll do left traffic, one-way 8, clear touch and go.
1-5.
Oh, sorry, 1-5, 8 up, sorry.
But yeah, you just don't want to get caught in that middle part where you're like, I don't know if I'm wheeling or like. Always just go to a 3-point if you don't think it's going to work. If it's not like some gigantic bounce.
And then I can take back off from that attitude too. So it's like,
455, Quebec Sierra Whiskey, ILS 8.
Again, it doesn't hurt to do a go-around, but at the same time, you want to build your skills of like, that was well within the realms of just turning it into a 3-point.
Okay.
All right.
The Super Decathlon is an aerobatic airplane with 0 flaps. So, in order to get it down, you mash the rudder and slip it in. Unfortunately, I think I forgot how much rudder it just really had.
Sound pretty fast.
Huh?
So you sound pretty fast. Yeah, you got more right rudder than that. Nose down just a little. More right rudder. That's how much you need.
That's so much.
Yep, a little aileron, good up the turn, a little bit of left rudder, straighten it out. Oh, wow. Here we go.
Yay or nay?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Just smoothly bring it back on the center line. Attitude looks good.
A little power to arrest the descent.
Cool. Wow.
Fucking beautiful.
Very nice. Center line's about 5 feet that way, but I won't tell anybody.
Hey, one problem at a time.
Alpha Charlie radar services terminated. Squawk VFR changed to Santa Monica advisory frequency.
VFR and Santa Monica advisory. Thanks for all the help tonight. 8 up, Charlie.
Oh man, that felt so good to get back up there again, and really thankful to have AJ in the back seat. Him and I have been flying together for years, so he really knows, my weaknesses and can kind of push me a little more than like a normal CFI would. So definitely thankful for that. 3 months is a long time not to fly, so it was definitely nice too to not just jump back in there, to really just kind of take an extra hour or two of training and grow and have the confidence to get back up there and do it safely. So thanks for coming along, guys. See you on the next one.